Oh, come on, that's this is, you're so beautiful. It's like, who cares? So,
Okay.
thank you for connecting over words with me.
Thank you for the invite.
Appreciate it. And it's really fun part of the project is it's really intimate right now. Like it's not really meant to be for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's really been fun so far. So thanks for participating.
Yeah.
Is there a word that carries weight with you?
Yeah, right now I'm thinking about the word belong.
Belong.
I think that so many times people feel like there isn't a place for them. And right now, I think this morning where the 5 of us have been just having such a wonderful time catching up and thinking and creating. And, I wasn't really originally invited to this.
Right.
And the relationships that we all have in very different ways is, I don't know, nothing that I've individually pursued. Just something that has been created from our shared space and our shared community.
Are you trying to make me cry again?
No, I've been really thinking about this. Like the amount of community that we have in this neighborhood, this project has been, even just this morning thinking about it, is a great example of how we belong to each other and to this community.
That's so beautiful, and I can't help but having little tears because I honestly feel that Vegas is like one of the most beautiful places in the world. Yeah. It's really hard to communicate that to people where I've never felt so connected or belonged to a place or felt seen as you're describing, where you have these serendipitous moments of just like, wow, like
there's outlets every day for this place.
It's living in the moment and feeling the richness of the warmth of the sun or the words or whatever it is. And so
when we first gathered, we could go in and out of talking about our work or our projects or the neighbors that we care about and we're happy to connect to, or the feeling about the brick walls in our area. And, we've only ever really exchanged because we just have proximity, right? Same with me and Graham. And it's just to the point where if you spend enough time and if you're really open and sharing yourself and the way you want your community to be, the belonging is something that you can really have really fast here.
It's really funny because one of my problems I'm having is doing this for me. I have a ton of words, and there's a word that's coming up for me right now is vulnerability.
Yeah.
And it's like it's really deeply connected to this, but the ability to be vulnerable and to feel safe and taken care of in that place where you belong is really magical. So
the amount of times that you're out and you're just like, oh, those people, even if it's just acquaintances, but familiar faces, especially in this downtown community, is something that is so incredibly warming and I think is often missed in the rest of this valley. And I think it's hard to find in bigger cities too.
Would you say that I agree with you that it's missed in this valley. Do you think that it's possible that many places miss that?
Yeah.
And
urban design is a big part of that.
It is.
Yeah.
It is huge. That's what we were talking about this morning on the walls.
Yeah.
Because to me, I can't help but wonder what you're talking about is a bigger problem in some ways, where it's like belonging and connecting and feeling responsible for you. Like that's how I believe that I am responsible for all my neighbors, all the people in my life. So it's not about taking so much as giving to be part of a community, to belong to something, to someone.
The other way too is like, it's beyond inclusive. It's not just that everyone's there, but that everyone has a voice in it and everyone knows that they are being cared for and have to care for each other. And it's reciprocal. But to me, like, I just spent a couple of days out of town and realized as I come back and we had dinner out at Main Street and other, it's just, that belonging is just so strong here. Yeah. And what a great project to see some of that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I think that's the connectivity for me, where it's like I'm really realizing that it further connects us. So, thanks.
Yeah.
So would you like to write a word?
Sure.
Your word?
Yeah.